Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the swamp. Back once again here on LSL Radio, representing here. Oh my goodness, man. We got the one and only Double R, Rob Ratliff in studios. Double R, welcome to the show.
Thank you, bud.
And also in studios, the one and only, the legendary manager, wrestler, fighter, the one and only that does it all, Gerald Horton. Jerry, welcome to the show. Did we lose Jerry?
Thank you, Flip. Good to be here.
Oh, there he is.
I'm right here.
I'm IWA Flip. Welcome to the swamp. Oh man, you know what? We got a lot going on here in the swamp, guys. Way too much fun.
A lot of things.
Oh man. Now,
Oh yeah.
last cycle we had a drop in cards, but we just want to make sure everybody knows that we also had a big interleague pay-per-view with the AWL, and rest assured the league is in good. The league is healthy and in good hands. So now, let me get a bulletin out. Now we just had 222.
Yes.
Yeah.
222. April cycle. Now, as we start our shows, we always like to give our champions their shout-outs, give them their props. So let's start with our World Swamp Champion, the best midget in the LSL, and probably the IWA, Leprechaun. My goodness, this is third.
Leprechaun.
This is his third, right? Third World Swamp title.
Yep.
This year.
I just I could have sworn he was new arrival, and he's taken the LSL by storm. So congratulations to Leprechaun there, member of IMT and the legends of the past, the present, and the future. American Extreme Champion, Bullfrog Bob.
Yep. Congrats to him.
Way to go, Bullfrog.
Are you kidding me?
No, I ain't kidding.
How in the world did this bottom feeder make it to the... My goodness, what's going on here in the swamp, gentlemen? What in the world is going on?
Anything can happen.
Upside down, I can tell you that.
Yeah, this cycle was definitely, completely upside down. Now, King of the South champion, Night Hatcher. Now, he's been hot lately. I'm going to say that. Night Hatcher has been... has been hot as of late.
He really has.
Yeah, him and the other IOD members have recently, Sloth especially, after he took the beating from the Dean of Darkness, must have knocked some sense into him.
Knocked some sense in there.
Yeah, so maybe it's rubbing off on the other IOD guys. So Southern Heritage Champion, the one and only, the worst nightmare, Timothy Stamboli. Timothy Stamboli is he's been quiet as of late, so I'm glad he caught himself a title this time.
Oh yeah, he did good.
Yeah, Primetime Elite Champion, KKK Killer Carl Kowalski. Congratulations, Killer Carl.
There you go, brother.
Brass Knuckles Champion, Miss Dance Off herself, Chicken Legs Peg.
Oh yeah, congrats.
Now, Chicken Legs in the near future has a shot at Steel Interfed women's title, so congratulations to Chicken Legs. She has been very talkative, very shaky at times, and I mean shaky in terms of all her jiggling that she's doing, but well-deserved Chicken Legs.
All them chicken feathers coming off.
She definitely shook all them feathers off a long time ago. Colossal Fear Champion, Jason Rogue. Congratulations,
Congrats
Jason.
to him.
Northern American Champion, Dogman Montana. What in the heck is the Age of the Fallen? You know what? Something, Legion is definitely doing something right. Iron Fist Champion, newcomer to the Swamp, Poison One. Congratulations. First Blood Champion, here another member of IOD, Blade Runner Link.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Southern Hardcore Champion, the aforementioned Blade Runner Sloth. Now thinking straight, I guess. And we'll see what happens with Sloth this upcoming cycle. Barbed wire champion. Oof. The sexy Tessa, the Fox Red. Shout out to Tessa. Tag team champions. Dogman and Chicken Legs. One of a kind, very own. TV tag team champions. This is a little strange little combo here. The Dean of Darkness and Paul the Butcher teaming up for TV tag team championship. So I always like to see some mixed matches. Six-man champions. Jimmy Rogue, James Rogue, and the Mad Dog, Maurice Duchesne, sharing the wealth. You know, look at Mad Dog. Mad Dog's just always helping out. TV six-man champions.
Triple H.
The trash, the garbage of the LSL. Triple A. Oh well.
Queen.
Oh man. Now we'll get into that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Battle LSL legend Timothy Stamboli. Congratulations to Timothy. All right. Now we've been doing this lately here on this show because we want to kind of, just put it out there. There's some people like the numbers. Some people don't really like the numbers, but we'll just go ahead and mention the top 5 in tag and 6 and singles. Top 5 in 6-man, we had, let's see here. That would be Hardcore Janie Lane, Leprechaun, and the Indomitable One. Shout out to the commissioners here for putting that group together. It's been strong. Whether you guys believe it or not, they've been challenged, cycle in, cycle out, a fighting champion, and they have kept their belts. They're currently our commissioner title six-pack champions. So shout out to them 3 right there. Sitting at number 4 with a 514, we had Blade Runners and the Night Hatcher IOD. Sitting at number 3, we had AAA. With a 515, we had One of a Kind, Age of the Fallens, Chicken Leg, Dog Montana, and Bullfrog Bob. And number 1, with a perfect 521, we had James Rogue, Jimmy Rogue, and the Mad Dog Maurice Duchesne. So shout out to our top 5 there in 6-man. In tag, sitting with a 508, we had the Indomitable One and Sugar Lips. With a 509, we had Bullfrog and Dog Montana. 510, we had Hardcore Janie Lane and Paul the Butcher. Sitting with 511, we had Death Inferno and Red Rum Bandetta. And 10K's Chicken Leg and Dog Montana had a 511. So not even a perfect score from them, but shout out to them anyways. What's a perfect score for tag? 516?
516.
Something like that.
Wow. So put your dukes up in here, man. We got to get those numbers up. Those are some low numbers there for tag. It was a crazy cycle. I will say that. Top 5 in tag, we had 3 people tied with a 497. We had all the members of 10K, Chicken Legs, Bullfrog, and Dog Montana. With a 498, we had the legend the Worst Nightmare, Timothy Stamboli. With a 499, we had the inactive Joey Rock. So somebody actually challenged him, forced him into the numbers, and got him a 499. So glad he didn't win anything. So 500, we had World Swamp Champion Leprechaun. So almost a perfect score there. So congratulations to all our fighters. Now, this is where it gets tricky here in the LSL. Because we got so many champions. Okay, now I'm going to start with our heavyweights because unfortunately Timmy couldn't get on with us. So we're going to mention his champions and try and do our best not to botch up what's going on with the heavyweight division. But before I do, I want to welcome a former gold champion. Formerly, we've crossed paths in the NWL. And when I saw him here, I was like, my goodness, he's in the swamp. I can't believe this. And so shout out to Ricky Kyle and the AI for making their ways to the swamp. Yeah, you'll find out that it's not as easy as people say it is. And for anyone listening, if you think you got what it takes to climb the ladder here in the swamp, come on down. Step into the mud. I guarantee you it's not as easy as they say it is.
Nope.
Now, so shout out to Ricky Kyle. Welcome to the swamp. Now, here's some of the titles out there for you, Ricky. We'll start with obviously we have the Gauntlet of Hell title, which is currently being held by Death Inferno. Look to the bulletin. You'll see which 4 people were that challenged to get a shot at that title. Timothy is in charge of that one. He just randomly picks 4 different contenders that he sees that are doing well, and so look for the bulletin for that next contender there. We have our Gator Bait, which is our version of a 24/7, and Eric Fontaine is our current champion. So look for that title to be defended this cycle as well. That's open to anybody. Just challenge and see how that one ends up at the end of the cycle. What else do we have? We had the former Gift of the Swamp, which is now getting redubbed the King of the Swamp. And what we went ahead and did is we took the Battle Royal winners from LSL 218 to 221. Let me go ahead and mention them so everybody knows who they are. General Chuck Mobley won in 218. Blade Runner Link won in 219. 220 was won by Jason Rogue, and 221 was won by Jake Walker. So we took the winner. We took those 4, and the one with the highest strat would face the winner of 222. So the winner out of those 4 was actually Jason Rogue. So he'll have a chance to face our 222nd, our LSL 222 winner, which was Timothy Stamboli. And the winner of that match will face the winner of next cycle's Battle Royal, and they'll keep going until a champion is then that's how the King of the Swamp champion will be determined from then on. So the winner of Jason Rogue versus Timothy Stamboli will become the first King of the Swamp, and then he'll defend versus 223rd's Battle Royal winner, and it'll keep going like that. It'll be defended against Battle Royal winners here on in. So that's our our King of the Swamp champion, formerly the Gift of the Swamp. So we kind of redubbed it to kind of have a little more transparency with how it's contended for. And then again, we have our main title, our Diamond Drop, which this past cycle was won by, and this is even hard to say, but Eric Fontaine lost it to Sugar Lips Roxy.
Woo!
Did you just Ric Flair woo Sugar Lips? Is that a woo for the women's division? That sounded like a women's division woo there. Women's division putting it.
Finally, we get a woman from the women's division to win the big one.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I mean, I know the women have put it down throughout the steel, but yeah, shout out to Roxy. I mean, we're gonna hear it. I know we're gonna hear it from them because she's been quiet, and all of a sudden you're gonna get, she brings home this, so we're gonna hear it. I mean, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Now, before we get into trash talk, because I don't want to sway too much. So that's our pretty much our Diamond Dropped is the main the heavyweight title here in the swamp. So Ricky, if you're listening, that's the one you're shooting for, bud. So be on the lookout for. What was that, Rob?
I said, and it's a tough one too.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, like I said, it's a tough climb to the top here, but hopefully things work out. Now, let's move on to the women's division since we're talking Sugar Lips and Rob. What's going on? Like I said, I was covering for Timmy, but I'll let you take over the women's division side. Who's our champions? What do you got going on with the muddy women in the LSL?
Well, in the women's division, we got War Dogs, who was the challenger, took on Big Mama Red for the LSL Flaming Rose women's title. And that match went to a draw.
Oh, yeah. And as you know, in order to take a belt, you have to beat the champion. If better luck next time because ties don't equal a win. So, shout out to War Goddess. War Goddess and her return has been extremely hot, and I look forward to seeing her, up the ante in her hunt for a title. So, yeah, like I said, she's a competitor. So, but you got Big Mama Red. I mean, many people have tried, and I mean, you can ask Pipsqueak. He tried to, make some claims, and he found out that Big Mama don't play. Big Mama don't play. So Big Mama is our champion. Do we have a contender for her?
Yes, we do. We have yours split by.
Oh no, not Pigeon Toes.
Well, I was waiting for you to say. I didn't want to say it.
Oh my goodness, that. Oh.
But yeah.
Well, you know what? I would be more worried about her half man getting in the way, but again, Big Papa will probably be around the ringside also, so I think she'll be okay.
Even though Ellie Mae will be taking on Big Mama Red at the next pay-per-view.
Well, now I will say this: the half man is nervous because he actually he's seen how everybody got united after the Age of the Fallen. He saw all the new incomers, all the new competition coming in. So he's actually gonna get rid of Rocco. He said Rocco's way too useless. He's all like, he was a nice distraction at first. He's all like, but he needs he needs more punching power. So he's bringing in a heavier gun.
Oh, we got you coming, huh?
We got a newcomer coming, yeah. So Rocco Steele is gonna just become yeah, he's gonna just go backstage and just hang out, chew turnbuckles for a living. So
he's just gonna fade away.
Yeah, he'll fade away into the background. He had his nice little stink, but yeah, the new punching power is gonna be an old friend of Ricky. So yeah, so him and the new. Oh yeah, it should be a good one. So now, but getting back to the women's division, so we have Pigeon-toed Ellie Mae going up against Big Mama next cycle for that title. Now,
we also have since this is talking about the women's division part, we might as well throw in the Steel Infed part 2.
Most definitely. Shout out to the Steel Interfed. Like I said, shout out to Will Wisdom for keeping that moving. Anyone interested in interleague action and interleague fun, come on over to either the LSL or the AWL. Join the fun. A lot of interleague action.
Yes, it is. Currently in the AWL, we have Susan Black, who is the Steel Infed Women's Champion. And she will be defending it next in the LSL whenever it comes there. I'm not sure when that will be, but her next challenger will be the dancing queen herself, Chicken Legs Pig.
Mm, mm, mm. Just hearing you call her that brought chills down my back. My goodness, I can't believe yeah, oh man, she's gonna get pumped up. But shout out to Chicken Legs. She has been putting in some heavy action and some heavy work here in the LSL. So I guess she does deserve it. I mean, not everybody approves of her gyrations.
I will
But
say this, I wish all four women who will be going for titles, I wish them the best of luck.
now
And
now now, now you've said I think we've mentioned it before here, where Chicken Legs was she definitely looks like she fit in more into like the old Jerry Lawler puppies era of wrestling.
yep,
Yeah, but she's making do here in the LSL swamp. I know, we've given her some obstacles, but
I tell you what, she has really come on. This year. I know we talked about several of them this year. They have really stepped up to the bat.
yeah, shout out to them. Like I said, I like the competition here, and the women's division side of it has also just kept the action fresh. It's kept the action interesting. So like I said, moving forward, I know we got some new people coming in. Uh, Now, so we got that. Do we have any comment? I know. So we can move from you, Rob, and we can kind of talk about this together with Jerry as well, because you guys are kind of collabing because it's it's part of the tag division which Jerry oversees, and it does include the women, so it's also yours, and I'm glad it came into the picture because like I said, our women's division is healthy here, and to see you guys, you know, bring it together with the men and the mixed match tournament is something I'm looking forward to. Um, who's your favorite? You think Big Mama, Big Papa clearly the favorite, right?
No, I really don't. Right now, I think it's up in the air.
Oh, come on, you're being modest, Jerry. What do you think? Who, if I mean, nothing against Pipsqueak and Ellie Mae and their claims to fame, but Big Mama and Big Papa has put in the work over the years. So
Oh yeah, they have. I'm really impressed with Big Mama and Big Papa.
yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see some of the newcomers, uh, and how they're going to put it together because we do have a big group of challengers. So make sure you
Oh yeah.
look at bulletin number 223 if you're interested. All the rundown's going to be there for all the teams that are currently in. I think that'll be the last cycle you can sign up. I think we got a few empty spots, right? Or am I wrong? Is this
Yeah, we currently right now we got about 12 to 14 teams. Uh, I was hoping to get 16 or a little more, but we'll just wait and see on that.
okay? So we'll put the bracket together as to who's currently in and how many spots available. Hopefully, we get the last people this cycle to fill those spots. If not, we'll make shift some teams and we'll rock on. Now,
Wait.
I will say this: if anybody's listening and if you want a shot in this tournament, please let us know. Even one of the commissioners or flip or go to the LSL site and put on there. Let us know who your team is.
yeah, I know we had a couple people that entered through the bulletin. I know, so you can also declare there if that's where you play. Because we have made the announcement there as well. But we'll make one last announcement in the bulletin to give everybody that's bulletin player a fair shot. So hey, that's a great thing. Like I said, you guys got going there. Now, moving over to the tag division, Jerry. We had mentioned the six pack champions during our rundown of the top five overall points or strategy totals. which is Leprechaun, the Indomitable One, and I forget who.
Let's see. It's Georgie Lane who's part of that team.
Yes, and Janie Lane. Yes. So so the 6-pack challenge, and I just want to make sure we get it out there. I know people are always thinking like, oh well, they're just playing whoever they want to play. This is BS or this is that. Like no, we've said it before on other shows. Look, we've opened up some of these titles in the past where we've made them open challenge, and let's say the lackluster response to their existence, forced us into this style. So if you guys aren't going to challenge for them, if you guys aren't going to request matches versus those champions, it forces the commissioners to, kind of makeshift some teams to keep the action brewing. And like I said, I've mentioned that on the air already, where I gave Jerry his props for, wanting to keep this belt going and, kind of keeping the belt alive. But just getting out on the air and putting it out there. If you want a shot, make it known. We have a new commissioner of the let the Punk Princess know. Put it out there, whether it's on, like Rob just said, whether it's on Facebook, message him, just put it out there in the bulletin. Let it be known that you want a shot at that 6-pack title, and then we'll go from there. We'll try and make it happen, and we'll try and accommodate. But for now, Jerry, who's the next challengers for that 6-pack title?
Let's see. For the 6-pack title, it is. Let me look at my notes. I just want to get this right here of who's going to be facing who. So from the notes I have, it will be for the 6-pack titles. It'll be Leprechaun, the Indomitable One, and Hardcore Jeannie Lane versus Harry the Grinder Greenwell, General Chuck Mobley, and Violent Victoria Red in a 6-pack challenge titles match, which will be a ladder match.
Nice. Now, who did Leprechaun, Indomitable One, and Janie Lane beat this last cycle to retain?
Let's see. Last cycle, I believe it was Mandy Rose, Big Papa Red, and I think it was Cheerleader Sassy Red, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Yeah. So so hopefully those 6-men, or if you're a manager listening and you have a 6-man that you think is deserving of a title shot, just reach out and let's get this division and this title some more attention. It helps the trash talk. It really does. And again, we have mentioned, you have the Facebook, you have, private messages, message to message, or in the bulletin. So it's not hard to reach out. Now, our tag division, we have and this one's bugging me now. I'm really bugged because we had these newcomer SOB, luchadores come talk smack, and they haven't been active. I haven't seen them active, but they've been winning.
They've been winning. They're the Extreme TV Tag Team Champs, and they've been winning. Yeah. I've been getting every tag team to go against them, and they hold their ground against them pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the one thing is a lot of the action is signed and in the bulletin, and Jerry's one of those commissioners that he likes to sign and put it in the bulletin, and yeah, they've been holding their ground, so it's kind of ticking me off. So hopefully we can get somebody to knock them luchadores off, and we'll see how this we'll see how this division moves. Who's challenging them? Who did they beat this cycle?
This cycle, the Luchadors are meeting Red Rum Vendetta and Death Inferno
for
those old TV tag title. And this will be a Chicago street fight.
And who did the Luchadores beat last cycle?
Last cycle, let me see. Who did they beat last cycle?
Yeah, because you haven't been putting them up against like the Vixens or anything. I mean, you've been actually putting them up against some pretty stern competition.
Yeah, I'm reading that. See, for the extreme tag team titles, last time they beat. Let's see. I want to say they beat. I think it was War Goddess and Terry Black in a match.
Oh wow! And they had beat and
So,
they had previously beat Big Mama and Big Papa.
Yeah, they did that the first time.
yeah.
These sons of guns, man! I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, they're tough. I mean, these guys are really good, and they're champs for a reason.
Yeah, something's up there. But shout out to our extreme tag champions there. Now, our legacy champions. Now, again, we said we have a great with the AWL, which led to the development of a tag team championship that goes that's challenged through the steel interfence. So shout out to the commissioners again. Shout out to Will Wisdom, and shout out to the Punk Princess, aka. Well, that doesn't sound right. It's one of his characters. It's one of his commissioner characters. The Punk Princess. But so it's glad to have a title that goes with back and forth with the two leagues. So now, who's our current champions
Of the which one?
of the legacy one?
Okay, the United States Legacy title champions are 10K members, Bullfrog Bob and Dogman Montana.
Nice. And you said they're challenging the AWLs.
Yes, this cycle they are being challenged for the belts by AWL's Best, Madam Mask, and Saber.
Nice. So look forward to seeing that title defense there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of fun, a lot of belts, a lot of action here in the LSL.
And we also have a number one contendership for the U.S. Legacy titles as well.
Nice. Who's in that number one contender match?
Okay, the number one contender match it will be the Catfishes, Catfish Glenn and Catfish Joseph, against Legion and Eric Fontaine in a Swamp Street fight.
Ooh, nice. Now Legion's been on fire as of late. You guys said he recently brought home one of the briefcases.
He recently brought home the cruiserweight title.
Oh, Fontaine brought home the cruiserweight.
No, Legion did, didn't he, Jerry?
Oh,
yes, Legion. Legion is the LSL Cruiserweight champion, but he also, and I was very proud of him for doing this because he's been on Red Hot Fire. He was involved in a ladder match where it was LSL wrestlers against AWO wrestlers, and he ended up pulling the first briefcase down, which guarantees him for a year a shot at any championship from AWL to LSL. Like if you want to challenge for the World Diamond Drop title, he can, or for the Great American title, he can, or any title in the LSL or AWL. He's got a year.
Nice.
So that was one of them. And the other person who won the second briefcase, which is for the Great American title, and that was Golden Bunny Goddess Terry Black of the Bunny Trio. She pulled it down and she won it.
Nice.
So the LSL really did us proud. Both Legion and Terry, congratulations to them. So at bragging rights, anybody who's a champion, and I'm going to say this, you have targets on your back from Legion and Golden Bunny Goddess Terry. So you better watch your backs no matter who you are, especially the Great American Champion and the World Diamond Drop Champion, Sugar Lips Rocks, you better watch it too, and anybody. It doesn't matter. Every one of the championship titles.
Now, is it something that they have to declare prior that they're going to be using it just for transparencies? Well, because if you wait until after and you don't announce that you're going to be using it, then
okay, you do have a choice, and there are two choices, Flip and Rob. You can do it one or two ways. One, if you want to announce it and say, until the champion, next cycle, I'm cashing in. We're going to have one-on-one match.
I don't mean publicly. I mean with the commissioner, so at least somebody else knows that you were going to cash in. Because if you do it,
are only going to be the ones who are going to know if the cashing's going to happen. Nobody else is going to know. Okay,
most definitely. Oh yeah. No, I don't mean announce it publicly. So at least like that, you don't ruin the kayfabe. Okay. But yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I'll use this for example. And okay, let's say Vixen Red had a shot at Morpheus for the AWA Great American title. Let's say she did, okay? And let's say she won the bout. Okay? Let's say she won the bout. How are you going to know that Terry Black isn't going to cash right then and there? You don't know. You don't know.
No. You definitely don't know. But in terms of strategies and the game, somebody else has to know so that you don't get your totals, and then all of a sudden you think you have a 501. You said, well, I was cashing in. So in terms of the game and the transparency of the game, somebody should know prior that you're cashing in. So like that, you know, it's fair.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, because could you imagine if I just waited until, let's say I was Legion, and I waited until I had a 501 and said, well, I was cashing in for the diamond drop this cycle. You're going to be like, bro, really? Like, come on.
Well, here's the thing, though. That's the gift of the game, though. But I'll use, for example, if Rob don't mind me using like Vixen Red, okay? Let's say, for example, Vixen Red became the AWL Cruiserweight champion, right? And let's say I'll take somebody like Kid Van Dam. Let's say he won a ladder match. And yeah, Rob looks at the thing, says, looks at the results. Yeah, I won the title. Then all of a sudden he looks and then it says KVD beats Vixen Red for the Cruiserweight title. That's the cash in. It's going to say basically Money in the Bank cash in or Golden Briefcase cash in. You see, that's used anytime, anywhere. That's no different from the Money in the Bank in WWE. It's the same thing.
Oh no, I'm not saying in terms of how to use it, but no, I'm just saying in terms of in terms of fairness for the game. But again, it's however you guys put it into play.
Okay, guys, I've done cash-ins before too, because when Eric Fontaine first started in, he won the Gift of the Swamp title. Okay, we had an interleague match between the Universal Champion at the time, Switchblade, and I think Kabuki Killer Dragon. It was a non-title. Kabuki Killer Dragon won. And then they had some celebration in the ring, like, they're drinking beers, and then Eric Fontaine comes out. He's wearing the Gift of the Swamp title, and he points at it and says, "It's time." He went out there and he won the match with a Fontaine kick and became Universal Champion.
That kind of thing happened almost over in the BRL, Jerry.
But the thing is, I got cashed in too when Big Papa Red, when Lockdown had his final match and won against Chris Hero, he was walking out, but next thing you know, Big Papa Red cashed his opportunity in from Battle Bowl and he beat Lockdown and became champion.
Yeah. I guess I'm just thinking, and like I said, I'm not going to tell you how to run the show, brother. Like I said, if you guys have had it in play like that, then keep rocking, brothers. But yeah, no, just something to think about for the future of the league, brother. I mean, it would make more sense if somebody knew you were cashing in just for transparency. But again, if it's not how it's played out, then keep rocking. Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I know like Clint was in the BRL and the Gold Federation. Now this is different, but what I'm trying to say there is that over in the BRL we had a ladder match for the briefcase, which is about the same thing. And it was in the women's division. Well, we had two champions going up against each other to unify a title, and it just so happened that a lady from the IHOP by the name of Asta won the brand new unified title, but as she was celebrating in the ring, then the woman who won the briefcase ladder match, who just happened to be Jane Red, my lady, she walked out there and said, "Your time is over with," and beat her. But
Yeah.
I had a heads up. Matt told me, he said, Rob said, if you win the ladder match, you want cashing in, you let me know.
And you said yes,
So,
Rob, and you said yes.
yeah, I said yes.
Yeah, so you see, Jerry, you see how it worked over there was he previously announced that he was going to use it. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah, and I understand that, Flip and Rob. And here's the thing too: the commissioners here, for example, like the ones if you win one from the AWL and everything like that, you do have to let the Commissioner Will know ahead of time what's going on. And also, but still, you're not going to know when it's going to happen. It could be this cycle. It could be next cycle. I mean, we've got 2 pay-per-views coming up back to back, and I got to say this to
No.
Sugar Lip.
The only thing I was bringing into discussion, Jerry, was the fact that prior to the cycle's unveiling, it should be determined if you were cashing in that cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
because
like that.
You can you also can do this too. There's another way you guys can do it too. Like if you're involved in a ladder match, let's say you haven't won it. Let's say Flip, you tell the commissioner, hey, if I win this ladder match, I want to cash in at this pay-per-view. That's cool. Or if you win it, want to hold on to it, you can do that too.
Right. Oh yeah. As long as it's prior to the cycle.
You got your choices. Either way, the commission.
Right.
Yeah. You talk to the commissioners, like if, let's say we had a tag team one and Rob came up to me and said, let's say he won it, or he said, hey, Jerry, if my tag team, the Catfishes, win a tag team briefcase match, I want to cash in this cycle on whoever the TV champions are. I'm like, okay, I'll put it in. But yeah, we like to keep it fun and keep it unpredictable. That's the fun of it.
Yeah, as long as there's a little structure behind it, it should be. A little structure never hurts. Now, Pipsqueak challenge. I know Pipsqueak put it out there. We're getting ready to run the challenge. There's always questions as to what to do with iCash. You have a bunch of iCash, really that goes unused throughout your career. So if you feel like using some of your iCash,
I've got a good idea for it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've got a good idea for the cash.
Yeah, join Pipsqueak's tournament. There you go.
I'm already entered this tournament.
Nice, yeah. Put that iCash to use. But other than Pipsqueak's tournament that's coming up, Jerry, what other idea you have for iCash?
Okay, for iCash, let's say you win the iCash. Like, how much money is going to be involved in this?
I'm hoping we get enough contenders to at least put it in $1 million if we get enough people in it.
Okay, well, I have kind of and if the commissioners agree on this, especially Tim, have a choice with it. You could either win. You can win the $1 million like you want, or you can keep that for the money, or you can kind of do a similar thing, cash it in for a title.
Well, the cash is going to be collected regardless because everyone has to. That's the entry fee. There is no monetary entry fee. It's just a iCash entry fee. So the whoever the winner is, regardless, gets the money. And yeah, if we want to do like a buyout for one of the lower titles, obviously I would keep the diamond drop out of it just to get a little more focus on some of the lower tier titles. So, but yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Now, we're going to go ahead and sign this one off since I think. Oh, wait a minute. We said we were going to mention the pay per view. What other matches are on the pay per view? I know we mentioned that the. Um,
Okay. I know one of the matches have bragging rights.
Okay.
I know one of, like, it will be, and this is going to be the champion versus champion, the AWL Great American Champion Morpheus, and it'll be non-titles. We'll go against the LSL World Diamond Drop Champion Sugar Lips Roxy of AAA.
Oh, nice. So again, this is champion versus champion, but no titles are in the air.
No.
Nice.
And we also have there at the pay-per-view, it will be another one will be the U.S. Legacy Tag Team Champions. They will be defending their titles, Bullfrog Bob and Dogman Montana of 10K versus AWL's tag team who earned the shot, Madam Mask and her partner Saber, which will be a good match.
Nice. Yeah, can't wait. Now, and again, so keep your eyes to the bulletin for the full breakdown of that pay-per-view. Like I said, the working relationship with the AWL is outstanding. I think you guys have done a fantastic job of working with their commissioner Will Wisdom and bringing all this into play. It's made it exciting, and it's kept the action here a little difficult at times to keep up with because there's a lot going on. But I think once you knuckle down and talk about it and put it all on the plate, like I said, there's a lot to go after. Again, we want to hear from you, especially if you're running a tag team. This goes out to people like I'm gonna put Paul on blast, but Paul, Timmy, myself. I know I've been lacking in the trash talk subcategory, but I'll definitely get some trash talk going. But definitely mention the tag divisions and all the titles we got going. Like I said, it helps bring those titles to life. It helps bring meaning to them. And again, we, like I said, we do it, for our family here in the IWA. We do it to keep the action, the action going. And while I'm saying that, I want to shout out Shane. I know he's thinking of coming back and making another return to the LSL. This is still your home, brother. Like I said, come on back. Hoping to see. Is it Ricky Rage? Ricky Rage that he's bringing in?
Yeah, Ricky Rage.
So hopefully Ricky Rage makes his debut soon, and hopefully he has a nice run. Are we missing anything, guys? Are we putting anything else on this one?
No, we're good.
I think we covered it pretty good.
Okay, well, tune back in a little bit. We'll cover some trash talk.
Okay.
We'll see you guys in a bit. You've been listening to Double R Rob Ratliff, Gerald Horton, and myself, IWA Flip, here on LSL Swamp Radio. We'll see you guys next time.
So long, folks.
Yep.